So IKEA has been in New Zealand for around 2 months now, and although I didn't go on opening day, I did go on opening month, and my nervous system is only just now starting to reset. So if you are interested in my experience, or if you're someone that identifies as neurodivergent, or you know someone that is, or maybe you just like watching me and hearing my stories, and if so, that's cool too. So yeah, let's dive in to Miss Liz's first IKEA experience. When I say neurodivergent, I'm using it as an umbrella term for people whose brains process information, stimulation, or environments differently from what is considered typical. Autism is one form of neurodivergence and the most commonly known, but it is not the only one. There are different types, primarily developmental neurodivergence, such as autism or Tourette's, which you're born with, and adaptive neurodivergence, such as PTSD and high-functioning anxiety, which can develop later through life experiences. Now, that's not to say you can't be both types, but personally identify as adaptively neurodivergent based on the things that I've been through. I won't go into details in this video, but it has definitely shaped the way I experience and process environments like IKEA. Let me tie my hair back because we're about to get serious. Okay, so before we get down to the nitty-gritty negatives, here are the positives. Number one, the quality and range. The range is, well, to be honest, it's amazing. And for the price point, very generous quality. Not to mention the bags. They're so big, I can fit about 50 or more reusable bags inside. And I did get a pretty nice cushion. $10 and great back support. Number two is the stock levels and systems. The day I went, the stock levels were pretty solid. Like from before I got there to when I got down to where I thought I would be getting the flat bag, there was still 3 of what I wanted in stock. So definitely solid stock levels, and likely they're getting even more in each week. And then the systems are very user-friendly and very practical. You can check stock on the app. You can also get directions through the store on the app, and then if you don't have your phone with you, there are multiple self-serve info kiosks dotted throughout the store, and same function as the app, but if you're someone who does better with bigger screens, then super beneficial for you. Number 3 is there is family-friendly and food-based areas, plus practical extras. They've got a kids' play area on the lower floor, dining or fast food spaces. Sit down is up on level 2. I haven't tried it yet because the day I went there was a 30-minute wait. And then food court type options downstairs near the checkout because, well, someone was smart enough to realize that shopping makes you hungry. There is also delivery discounts with their loyalty program, IKEA Family, which PS, you can add your card to your Apple or Google Wallet. I use mine for most of my loyalty cards that have digital options available, and it's so handy. And they also have electric vans for hire, which is a great selling point. It was not a great selling point the day I went because, well, only one of us can drive and it's not me. So what do we do with the car? Well, we take the van, you know? But, you know, like if you caught the bus and you have a driver's license and you bought something big, well, great. There is a electric van for hire. So it's not all bad, but I need to talk about the other part. Not so positive, number 1. The layout is a journey. It is very much a guided path, a little like Maze Runner on steroids if you're either new to the store or neurodivergent. I went in knowing exactly what I wanted and where it was, and still found myself stopping at every single kiosk to check the map. There's definitely a system, I just didn't happen to cross its path when I went. Perhaps it's a little more well-oiled machine now, but it was not then. If you would like me to brave IKEA a second time, I'm happy to. Number 2 is the crowd intensity. It's a very busy, high traffic space and there's a lot happening. For me, that meant my nervous system hit its limit pretty quickly. Like 5 minutes in and my brain was already asking for a quiet room and a cup of tea. Or at the very least some meatballs. Not so positive number 3, flat pack does not equal light, it equals physical effort. Flat packs are practical in many ways, but they do assume a certain level of physical strength and reach. If you're shorter, like myself, shopping alone or the car is in Sylvia Park's garage, some of the larger items can be a mission. It's doable, but it's definitely closer to an Olympic sport than a quick errand. Not to mention, half your item might be in a different area. The TV cabinet I was looking at had its base in aisle 2, area 2. The top, also aisle 2, but area 34. See, it's etched in there. And I didn't even buy the damn thing. Number 4, social flow is chaotic neutral, to put it nicely. The social rules are a little unclear. It's kind of every person for themselves mixed with a dash of polite chaos. Honestly, even Sheldon Cooper might find it hard to piece together. I felt like yelling out, "Can I get someone tall and strong to help?" But I wasn't sure there would be anyone. Plus, I kind of gave up when I realized my nervous system had switched into fight mode and I just needed to get out. And my 5th not so positive is Sylvia Park. Because it's right next to Sylvia Park, parking and getting in and out can add an extra layer of complexity. Yes, IKEA does have its own car park, but it even recommends to its staff that public transport is a better option. By the time you've navigated the mall, the walkway, the ramp, and the store layout, it's a lot of moving parts. For me and other neurodivergent people, IKEA isn't just a quick pop-in shop. It's more of a planned outing that takes a lot of energy and a very decent recovery period. If you're neurodivergent or know you get overwhelmed easily, here are a few tips that might help. Go at a quiet time. Weekday mornings are best if you can. Google often has live busyness levels that you can check if you search for the store. I use it a lot with cafes, and 99% of the time it's pretty accurate. Although one time it did tell me that a cafe was busier than usual, and I got there and the lights were off and the doors were closed. It wasn't even open. But for the most part, it's pretty reliable. Go with, at the very least, a rough plan. Go with someone you feel safe with. My next tip, take breaks, even if you have to find a corner to breathe in for a few seconds. I recommend looking at a map online and make sure you know the entry from the exit. Most people are pretty friendly, but I upset a couple of security guards by getting lost. Or honestly, use click and collect or delivery and protect your peace. Overall, I'm really glad IKEA is here. I just think it helps to know what you're walking into, especially if you process things differently. If you've been, I'd love to hear your thoughts and any tips or tricks you have. Aroha nui, Liz.